Has dating become too transactional and too expensive for anyone to really get to know a person on a first date? How much would you spend on the first date and where would you go? Um, we're going to ask this question and answer it right after this recipe. We're going to make some salmon and rice. We're going to go ahead and start off with our piece of salmon. It's going to give it a nice little chop, and then we're going to dice it up into small quarters or cubes. Transfer those cubes into a bowl. Going to hit it with some of that Old Bay seasoning. Toss it in there really good. Give it a nice pour of some soy sauce. Now, I use reduced or low light soy sauce this time. Won't do that again. And some honey. Go ahead and marinate that. Get this ready for the cook. Now, I'm going to set that in there. Let that sit overnight. Add in some garlic. Again, just letting that sit overnight. We're going to go ahead and make some more of that sauce. I'm going to caramelize it. I'm going to start off with some more honey, some more soy sauce, and some more garlic cloves. Now, this part is just so that we can go ahead and make them really, really sticky. I'm going to go ahead and also add some cornstarch to thicken it up, then get that over to some heat. Now, we put our cubes into the air fryer for about 15 minutes. Give them a nice little toss in that sauce. Boiled some rice, topped it with some green pepper, and this is the end result. Real quick, easy meal. Looks good. Love it. Loving life. Transactional dating. Has dating gotten too expensive and too stressful for you to even approach these days? Well, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, you know, the wage gap, particularly between African American women and men, is at an all-time low. Other nationalities, they don't have that much of a problem, but ours, the pay is about equal. That said, regardless of whether our pay scales are equal or not, men are still expected and should pay for the dates that they ask someone out for. And I think that's a given. In the African American community, particularly, in many cases, women make quite a bit more than the men they are dating. So you might run into an issue there, whereas this young lady is not going to go gaga over a trip to, Dave and Buster's, for instance. If you're getting to know her and she's used to a particular type of eatery and she can afford to take herself there, are you setting yourself up for some hurt feelings if you can't match that pay scale? And this is a kind of a question that a lot of men think about, but you have to understand, being a fiscally responsible male when it comes to a first date is more important than you putting on airs and thinking that you can go to a Bones and Chops or one of the many fine establishments here in the Metro Atlanta area where they're charging $75 to $100 a plate. Make sure that you are staying in your lane. I mean, you don't have to be cheap, but how much is too much for a first date anyway? Do you think it's more of a question of what those expectations are that you are setting for this date? Um, are the women having to settle for less exclusive dining experiences because of the economic reality that men are facing in this country or in our community? If you are a high value man where that's not even an issue, would you still shell out top dollar just because you can? Or what is your take on that? These are questions I want you to answer in the comment section below. Let us know. Like and subscribe to this channel so we can keep giving you this kind of content providing you with some dialogue for these topics, because it is kind of a pressing thing right now. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later.